Alright, good day, hi and welcome. Today is my rest day, but just to relax, I'm going to take these two dumbbells, which have like kettlebell handles on them, and, well, that's what I call them anyway, and I'm going to see if I can do a floor walk, farmer walk with 200 pounds. I got my kidney belt on. If I can't do it, I can't do it, but I'm going to try. These bar ends don't stay on there very well, so got to be careful. This is a lot of weight. Don't start with this, I'll just tell you that. 200. One. Now I'm good and relaxed. Nice. Oh, damn it. Yeah, so that's cast iron 50 and 50. I guess is what this tells me is that I could probably do 4 days at the gym. The first week there's no way I would have been able to do this, but wouldn't have definitely attempted it without that, but that's not that bad. Mind you, the handles make all the difference. It's always about leverage, right? But yeah, there we go. So that's, I don't think I'll be doing 10 by 10 in the next week, but this is a good, I'll just pick up the 60 pounders just to see what it's like. Last week, these suckers seemed like they were, don't get me wrong, they're heavy. This is 120 pounds combined, but they seemed so heavy last week, I could barely budge them. That's the best way to learn how to pick up more weight. If you get something you can barely lift, put it down, grab something heavier, and then go back to the one. Oh, it's not that bad. It's still ridiculous. There you go, my first 200-pound farmer walk. My goal by the end of the next week, which will be my third week, will be to do at least 5 walks across the floor. See if I can do the choo-choo train farmer walk with these. That might be a bit much. And the end caps on these things, these are the worst end cap designs in human history. They tend to come off while you're walking, which can be dangerous. So these I'll just do a straight farm walk, but it's still 200 pounds. I mean, you got to give me that. Because I'm a man. There you go. Oh yeah, you want to boost your ego, there you go, do these. But again, these handles really make all the difference. Trying to grab it from the bar is really, really, really hard. You know, watch you don't pull something like this. You just got a better pull on it, you know. That's 100 pounds. My strength is coming back. Like, I'm not a big guy. I was never a big guy, but I guess because I've always done labor jobs and stuff like that, I've always had a lot of core strength for stupid stuff like this. Been able to, when I threw out my elbow, it was lifting a box that was about 200 some odd pounds. And that was years ago. That was probably 10 years ago. And that kind of hurt me a bit, you know. And you got to be careful when you're lifting big stuff like this because sometimes you never heal from that. So I'm just being stupid. Don't do what I'm doing unless you really know you can do it. Like the big guys that lift weights all the time, you do. This is end of week 2 for me. So I'm pretty happy with a 200-pound farmer walk. There's only two across the floor twice, but trust me, the hard part is the getting up and putting it down without, I can't just drop them on the floor because it'll damage the floor and it'll damage the weights, that type of thing. So this is probably my limit. In 5 weeks I want to see, I don't think there's enough room on these to do it, but maybe on the other ones I could get away with it. I'd like to see if I can do 300 pounds, 150 in each hand. a grown man in each hand. That's I think that's reasonable. That'd be double my body, little less than double my body weight. If I could do double my body weight, that would be 340. So if I do 350, that would be okay, double my body weight. So that would be, but that's probably not going to be for another 10 weeks or so before I even attempt something like that. I don't even know if these bars will take that. That's a lot of weight. But I gotta say, like it's not that bad once you get up there. It's heavy. Don't get me wrong, it's heavy, but it's just the getting up and getting down. You got to be so careful doing that because your back, your ligaments. But right now, I would say that would be my absolute extreme limit right now. But that's not bad. That's two 100 pounds. That's two like probably 12-year-olds. Well, I don't know how heavy is a 12-year-old. Young teenagers, 100 pounds each, or two large children, one in each hand. So if I have to run into a burning building to save a bunch of kids, at least I know I could take 200-pounder porkers at the same time. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, leverage is everything. Leverage is everything. If you get the power to come straight up, it's not so bad. But if you're hunched over, like I'm trying not to hunch over, it's almost like doing a power lift, deadlift, but a little different but it's kind of easier in some ways because the bar is not in front of you, they're at the sides. It's just getting your feet in right, getting your feet nice and flat and getting a straight push up. But once you get up to your knee, then you can just straighten right up, but don't try to just yank it. So take up the tension and then, leave your arms nice and straight. Don't try to crimp your arms. They're just leave them nice and straight. Just use your legs to push you up. And then once you're up, then then it's just a matter of your grip. So at least I know I got a grip good enough to hold 100 pounds there. So anyway. So I don't know what I'm going to name these two. Twiddledee and Twiddledum maybe. Yeah, so Twiddledee and Twiddledum. I'll just leave them like this. I'm going to leave them against the wall. And the reason why is people are going to come in and say, who the hell is lifting that? This guy. I'm very proud of myself today. Yeah, and it's not even the start of the third week. So, like I say, the beginning of last week, I'm not saying your muscles are going to come in. Everybody's body's different, but because I used to lift before, it seems like it's coming back to me really quick. I'm sure I'm going to plateau fairly soon. But if I'm plateauing with 100 pounds in each hand, that's fine. That's fine. 44 years old, that's pretty good for a guy who hasn't done any weightlifting in 20 years. That's fine. But I do notice that all my muscle tone is starting to slowly. You can't see there's a lot of flab above it, but I can feel it underneath that. All my muscles are kind of getting back into shape again. So that was a lot of fun. I think I might every now and then put one day just not for like workouts and reps, but just for brute strength power. Deadlift. I will be probably deadlifting 400 pounds within probably 10 weeks or so. I probably will be able to lift that much. Because just from the first week I didn't know the bars were 40 or 45 pounds. I didn't know that. Oops, sorry, the light there. And the cool thing about that was I thought I only had 70 pounds on there, but I had 110. So I was able to do that. But the one I want to do is the power squat military press one. I don't know the proper name for it, where you start off like this. You're here, up, and then you come up. That one is so difficult. That one I don't even think I could do that with 50 pounds. I really don't. It's just such a starting off down here and trying to come up like that. I think that's what they call a power squat or whatever. It's like. I want to do that one. Once I can do that one, I'll be happy. I tried it with just basically the bar, and I got 5 pounds on each, and it was the full of my arse to do it. Because it's the balance, like you have to be able to get over your head and then balance. But also, too, trying that after you've done a workout, all your energy is sapped. Where if you just do these little bursts, one walk across the floor, one deadlift, one power squat, one whatever, just to see what you can do when you're fully charged. That's a lot of fun. However, the next time I come here, I am bringing a rag because these things are full of rust and everything like that. But I woke them up, and that's good. So, progress, slow but sure, but there we go. It's 100 pounds in each hand. That's very happy with that. I know it's only 2 walks across the floor, but Again, tomorrow I start the third week, and once I do my third week, by the end of the third week, I should start to know some core power differences. I'm already noticing it. I mean, I was skating yesterday, playing hockey, and I wasn't sore at all today, which was a day after my last day of the second week. So that's good. It means I'm starting to get into shape enough where you don't go to the gym and you come back and you're just sore all the time. But I think I started off nice and light, nice and easy. The first week it was a baby week kind of thing. But by the end of the first week there was a bit of a gain, just getting things toned. And by the end of the second week I noticed a lot different. So 10 weeks from now I'm not going to be the same human being. I'm going to be definitely, I'll be doing impressive things. The goal is to never do something that hurts myself, because that, I'm not, yes, I'm going to show off a little bit with this. For some it might be impressive that haven't done it before, but for some who do it all the time, it's like, oh yeah, I do that all the time. You got like this 90-pound woman doing, oh yeah, well, I do 240 all the time, one in each hand, you know what I mean? Because they're used to it. But when you're not used to it, that's when you get hurt. So I think the reps I was doing was pretty good last week, 10 by 5s, or 5 sets of 10. I don't know if I should do 20 by 5s or 10 by 10s. You guys tell me, what do you think would be more effective? I'm not going for Mr. Universe. I'm going more for power than anything. And the side effect of it, if I end up looking okay out of it, that's great too. But power is more my thing. So what do you think would give me more? Like the 5 by 5s, there's no, maybe that's all I need. I don't know, and then just do more different exercises or whatever. But say last week I exceeded my 5 by 5, and this week coming I'll definitely exceed 5 by 5. I might even try 10 by 10. But I wonder if 20 by 5 would give me the same thing or more. So 20 reps, 5 sets, or 10 reps, 10 sets, or until failure, obviously. On the last set, I always go till failure. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm always interested to hear I know everybody does, one person going to say one thing, but if you can kind of just give a description, because other people might be reading this too, if you can kind of give a description of why doing it one way or the other might be more beneficial or less beneficial, or if there's just a difference that you're going to get, like, okay, if you do it that way, you're going to get more strength, if you do it this way, you're going to get more cut or whatever. Again, I'm more for power than anything. I want to be in shape. If I do, my goal is to do 2 rifle competitions, possibly 3 rifle competitions this year. And my rifle has a bull barrel on it, it's 24 inch, it's only a 308, but it's like having a small child standing on the end of it when you're shooting, and I want to be able to hold that rifle up perfectly for 300 yards, 600 yards, if I can get into that competition. If not, everything else is off the bench and doesn't matter, but, offhand shooting, I want to be able to be more than, I want that to feel like a feather in my hand, so that I'm not shaking, the scope's not shaking all over the place. So that's one of the reasons why I want this core strength so much. Not just for that, but that's just one example of why. The other thing too is, hey, these barbells ain't going to move themselves. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to move them. Might as well be me. But I'm very, very happy with what I did today. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. So tomorrow I'll be on week 3, and I don't know if I'm going to go try my first set of 10 by 10s. That makes a really long day when you try to do that. So I don't know, would 20 by 5 be better? Does it add up to the same? Because you're going to definitely, if you can do 20 of anything in a row, it's going to burn way, way, way more. Because again, I'm going 2 days rest in between each day. My goal is 3 days a week. I've kind of goofed this week, and this is kind of like, say, 2.5 days or 3.5 days that I did this week. Because I come here and I do all really lightweight, but I'll do the bench press, completely like lightweight stuff, like 10 pounds and 10 pounds on the bar, that type of thing. Not pushing myself, but this is my day off. But it's just I got nothing better to do, so to speak. So I'm here. But this definitely was overdoing it. But obviously, I feel fully energized, ready to go and do a workout today, which is good. I mean, it's only the second week, and I'm like, the first week, I did a day on. I was sore the next day. Not crazy sore because I went at it really easy, like I say, nothing over 10 pounds kind of thing. Then the day after, I had most of my energy, and then I took 3 days off, had full energy at the end of the first week, and I went at it as hard as I could. I was sore. I took a day off, went a day on, and I didn't have quite, I wasn't super sore, but I still had a little bit of soreness, and I didn't have all my strength back. So then I decided to take 2 days off,
day on, 2 days off, day on, and I'm going to keep it like that. And it works out 3 days a week, no matter how you shoot it, pretty much. And either way, it doesn't matter what you get in the week, but there's always a day on, 2 days off, a day on, 2 days off. But I find with 2 days off on the second week, by the time I get back on again, there's no soreness. I got my full power strength. I can go again, go out to work out pretty good. That seems to be a nice even schedule, that type of thing. I know people say to change it up from time to time, but you can just change exercises too, that type of thing. And I always try something different every time I'm here. I try the things on the wall until I get a routine down. It's probably going to take me 10 weeks to find a routine that I really, really, really like, or several routines, to keep it circulating. Because I know people say you get locked into a routine after a while, you just don't get any gains. Okay, I get that, but at some point, when I can put every weight on that rack, on that big bar over there, and lift it off on a deadlift, I don't know how much further I can go than that, because that's probably like 500 and some odd pounds, maybe 600 pounds all in. Now, it would take me probably a long time to get to that. But I'm one of those guys that, even though I'm a small guy, I do tend to have a lot of natural core strength, because, again, all I've done all my life was shoveling stones and rocks and, lifting stuff, and that's all I've ever done. So even if it wasn't working out, it was always messing around or something. But for the past couple of years, since I became a professional YouTuber, if you want to call me professional, it's a title. I gotta stretch a bit. I'll stretch, but I've been making a living as a YouTuber. And the thing about that is, you don't lift anything as a YouTuber other than a camera. And since I turned 40, I've lost a lot of my strength. It really, really went downhill. To the point where, last week the first week was a bit of a struggle for me. Not impossible struggle, but like, hey, I should have been able to do this on day one. Not that I would recommend you try this on day one. I probably even shouldn't be trying it now. But again, I was taught before how to lift and stuff like that, and I kind of remember, getting it back and stuff like that. But this farmer walk, when I can do the choo-choo train with 100 pounds in each hand, I don't care how big you are, that's going to be a workout. Walking and doing that, it's just with these, I don't trust these. They tend to come off, and I don't want to break a toe. I mean, a 50-pound weight lands on your toe, you're going to know about it. But if I can just walk across the floor with these, the other ones I'll do the choo-choo train with, which really kills you. It just, I don't know if there's a gain to it, but it's just an endurance pain. I hate myself for doing this kind of thing, but you feel good if you can do it. That type of thing. It's just misery loves company. That's all it is. There's no other excuse to do that other than bragging rights. It's self-motivation, I guess. So that's what I got. Hope you enjoyed that. I know it's not my best camera for it. I will do this again with the GoPro, but my GoPro is full right now. And I got to clean up. I got to get home. Got to go clean the stovepipes because they're pretty dirty. So, yeah, there we go. 200-pound farmer walk. 2 laps. Not too bad. Not too bad. Woohoo! A little dizzy getting up there. There we go.